there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
At the 29-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And that'll set him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Rodgers again now. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. 2nd and 5 from the 8.
At the 8-yard line.
And again, it's Rodgers. His pass caught with the 4. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Calvin Johnson clear to make the grab. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Down at the 26. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7. Visitors nothing.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Morgan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. It brings up 3rd down.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
It's a gain of 3.
Morgan sets up to throw on first down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now left side on the swing pass. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8
yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And a first down.
Morgan looks to throw it. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Crosby with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Rodgers. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again, Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
Dancing to his left. Man open left side is Brown. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Crosby missed it. No good. Wide to the left for Crosby. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk taken.
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Sebastian Janikowski set to kick off.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They're going to run again with Snell. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Morgan. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rod Woodson with a sack there on the well-timed corner blitz. So, Charles, talk about a play that could prove pivotal. And I mean pivotal. That decision right there could be really costly.
Without a doubt. You talk about taking a chance there and deciding you're going to go all in, as they like to say. That's exactly what that one was, and it didn't pay off.
Yeah, inside their own territory, game tied this stage of the contest. Boy. Why we saw that field goal try a moment ago, I'll never understand. But as a result, this offense, they've got to be pumped. 1st and 10 in striking position already. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. The clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They'll run with Snell to begin the drive. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. Rolling to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Here's Morgan to throw. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Morgan. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
First down, Snell. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Snell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Here's Snell. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Snell on the shotgun handoff. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score. Visitors 14, Dolphins 7. Mason Crosby set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Looking deep downfield and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
38-yard line.
It's Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Rodgers. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And no, it's incomplete.
Good game, bro. Good game.
Go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They give it over here to the tight end. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's Snell on 3rd down. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end the ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Rodgers to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete.
Good game, buddy. Good game.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Offensively, this defense has got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it